Hey guys, and I'm back with another obscure Sonic Media video. This shall be the finale of my mini-series where I went over different parts of the Sonic franchise and trying to find as much obscure stuff as I could. Now, I did kind of cannibalize some of the talking points when it came to my obscure Sonic characters video, so we will not be discussing any characters and will primarily be focusing on art and video games. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. Here we have some wonderful art of Sonic the Hedgehog being a little damn hypocrite. This art was made for the animator's room in the Junio Studios at Toei Animation. It's actually pretty good. Yes, Sonic Scrap Band, with Vector, Mighty, Ray, and Espio all being a part of it, though Espio does look a bit strange. They were a part of the original concept as a secret ending, where if you beat the game with all the Chaos Emeralds, the player would be able to see Sonic's band playing throughout the credits. And speaking of Mighty and Ray, here are their prototype designs in the documentary, Sega and Their Plan for World Domination. They actually look pretty interesting here. This is the prototype 3D model for Sonic the Fighters. I'm actually kinda glad that they changed it. This one is a little bit janky. EGM's two-page spread on Sonic Heroes, with some entirely unique art that we haven't seen in higher res or anywhere else. Now that's it for art, but let's move on to the video games. Sonic Ride is this creepy virtual simulation created by demons to embed this song into the minds of people across the world so Sega could take it over and destroy us. The only information I can give you safely is don't watch the video, don't listen to the music, don't do anything. Stay away from the song. Whatever you do in your entire life, never listen to the song! Moving on to Sega Sonic Bros., an arcade-only title that failed its location test in Japan and didn't see a worldwide release, which is why it's so obscure. It was made by the creator of Bubble Bobble, and has gameplay similar to that of Puyo Puyo or Connect 4, where you have to connect Sonic recolors and make them into shapes in certain arenas. It's very confusing, but you can actually get a hang of it, and it can be fairly fun. Sonic Edusoft was Sonic's first attempt at an educational video game for the Master System. It has this pretty unique and fairly impressive for the Master System 3D-like hub world, similar to Sonic 3D Blast. And it has a plethora of educational Sonic-based missions, which all of this isn't really that fun or that interesting, but it is just fascinating to see what Sega was doing, and likely got cancelled because whoever made it didn't really have permission to actually make the game, which is why it was cancelled. Sonic Racers, basically Sega Sonic Bros., but all the interesting, unique, and fascinating elements from Sega Sonic Bros. Have been removed, leaving nothing but a fairly generic puzzle-type game with awful music. Sonic DS is a cancelled Sonic game shown off at E3. It has Sonic running through a seaside hill-like area where the player needs to rotate and move the stylus back and forth and tap the screen to make Sonic jump whenever it needs to happen. This game is about as complex as Sonic Dash and wasn't likely meant to be a full-on game for the DS, since later we did get Sonic Rush, which is much more of an actual game. Segapede, or Astropede, is a prototype made by the Sega Technical Institute to be a spin-off about a new character in the Sonic universe. Astropede is meant to be this little caterpillar guy who runs around with similar physics to Sonic the Hedgehog, but he has a gun, which makes him distinct. As you might notice, this does take place in the cancelled level Hidden Palace Zone from Sonic 2, so they probably scrapped this because this level would not appear in Sonic 2, and also the concept does sound a little bit silly. Sonic the Hedgehog 16-bit was a pitch by Peter Morwick and Chris Sen to integrate the Sonic SatAM universe into the game universe, where Sonic the Hedgehog is sneaking around corners, moving really slow, and throwing rings at badniks. Yuji Naka looked at this demo and shook his head and said no way, and gave them a thumbs down, which is pretty hilarious because this game looks slow and boring. What is this, Metal Gear Sonic? After that pitch failed, Chris Sen moved on to work on Sonic Extreme, but Peter Morwick was still adamant about making his own Sonic game, so this was created. The only known screenshot of was supposed to be Sonic Saturn, a much more realistic take on the Sonic universe. That pitch was turned down again, So in a scramble to try to salvage the idea, he attempted to make a bonus stage for Sonic 3D Blast on the Sega Saturn. This minigame actually has a lot more screenshots and looked like it got a lot further into development than the previous versions. The gameplay was going to be a lot like Pool, where the player would have to aim Sonic into balls and get them into a target so we can move on to the next section of the level. It would probably make a really fun minigame. I actually like the concept of this one, and it sounds fun to play. But if you have a 3D Sonic engine, just make a 3D Sonic game. With all these Sonic pitches, you'd think there'd be at least one 3D mainline Sonic game for the Sega Saturn. But no, instead we got Sonic 3D Blast, which is absolute garbage. Moving on, we have Java Sonic, a Sonic game made for Motorola phones back in the very early 2000s. It is probably one of the most obscure and rare Sonic games out there. Not much to say, but I hope one day we do find a working build. And yeah, that seems to be everything. I know this video was shorter than my usual ones, but hey, it was just a nice little look back. And I mean, while some of these games I do wish got the attention they deserve, they aren't really mind-blowing or earth-shattering experiences. I mean, come on. It's Sonic Eraser, guys. It's Sonic Eraser.